Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Data Test. As part of our Databricks 101 series, today I will be discussing about Databricks object hierarchy. This is the sixth video in the series. If you have not checked our previous video, please do check it out. Let's get started. Traditionally, working with our RDBMS, you will be quite familiar that we will be creating databases, and within the databases, we create the tables, views, stored procedures, and so on. So you can observe that kind of similarity here with the Databricks object hierarchy as well as part of the hierarchy. Schema is nothing but our database. Within the database, we can have tables, we can have views, we can create functions. Apart from that, in Databricks platform, we can also create one more type of the asset, which is called as volume. Mostly, we are comfortable with this hierarchy. But then Databricks provides us two more layers or levels on top of this database. One is catalog, the other one is metastore. Metastore is top level container for storing metadata for all our objects we create in Databricks. Apart from what I have highlighted, you are also observing here that in parallel to the catalog, as siblings, you could also see some entities like service credential, storage credential, external location, connection, share, recipient, provider, clean room, and so. Going ahead with our series, we will be discussing what these and all. As of now, let us try to get some heads up. Metastore is a top level container, as I was mentioning. But as a data engineer, data analyst, or maybe ML engineer, we may not be creating Metastore on our own. Metastore is usually created by the Databricks account admin. And this provision is available only through the account console provided by the Databricks. But all other entities that we are seeing here, they are accessible from the Databricks workspace. Most likely, whoever is working with the Databricks, right, they will be having appropriate permissions to log into the Databricks workspace and work with the different data objects over there. Let us try to have a look at some of these objects available. One second. Fine. I have opened my Azure Databricks. One second. I have opened my Azure Databricks and I'm using the uh, trial version of Azure Databricks. And over here, by default, we could see that this workspace, which I have opened, is Unity Catalog enabled. What is this Unity Catalog enabled? We will explore upon in the next series. But then, as of now, we can focus upon what different objects we get to see in the catalog menu of the workspace. We have the catalog here, and navigating from the catalog, I have opened it over here, and you can see the different things that you observed in the PPT, right? The delta sharing option, the clean room option, external data, add data, all these you are able to observe over here. If I open this delta sharing, you'll be seeing we have options like shared with me, shared by me. Here, shared with me. If some people or organization has shared some data with you, right? It will be visible over here. They're providing the data to you, so that provider information will be available over here. But in this free edition, we don't have proper privileges, so we don't get to see them. Likewise, if you go to shared by me, here you'll be seeing with whom you have shared the data. And that recipient details you should be registering first. So we have provisions here for registering the recipient and all. Likewise, if we look at this external data, related to the external data, we have few more details. The credentials tab is there, connections tab is there. This credentials is like storing access keys for your storage. Most likely, you will be keeping your data in your cloud provider. Over, for example, if it is Azure, we can say you will be keeping it in the ADLS. So access keys related to your storage account you will be storing over here. Once you have stored your access keys, you can store information about the location where you are keeping the data here by creating the external location. And while creating the external location, it will be asking you to mention the access key for that location. So that way, storage credentials are important for us. Sometimes we may be creating direct connections to, let us say, SQL kind of the servers and all. So those details will be storing over here. It will ask connection name, connection type, and other additional steps and all it will be asking for, wherein server name, the port number, username, password, all those, right? We can store across. So this is about some of the important things like storage, credential, external location, the connection, share, recipient, provider, clean rooms, and all. Likewise, we will be storing information about the service principal and its credential. Fine. Okay, that is cool. Now let us focus upon this hierarchy. Metastore, it's not visible to us. It is by default created for our free trial, and below that you could see uh, by default a catalog is created for us. Okay, for every account a catalog is created by default. In that catalog we'll be having the databases. So this is the catalog. Just hold the mouse on it, you could see this is a default catalog which is having same name as that of the workspace that I have created in the Azure Databricks. And in that catalog by default, we have default database, nothing but schema and information schema. And system related catalog also we have, which is used for storing the metadata related to our data objects and all. Likewise, by default, Databricks will be sharing with us some sample uh, databases and tables and all, which will be coming here, but we can't access them unless we have the data warehouse. So they're not visible to us. So this is, with that we got all that access. Like we can browse through Metastore, catalog, schema, tables and all. Are there any tables by default? Let us check through. Uh, it's empty, right? Catalog, database, and there are no tables. But what is this other thing that we are seeing? So this is nothing but the legacy Metastore. For our Unity catalog, we are creating Metastore our own, uh, but this was something previously supported by Databricks. But as of today, Databricks is recommending us to use Unity catalog service. Fine, and this will be soon decommissioned by the Databricks. Fine. So this is what we see. Let us quickly create maybe a few tables here. We may not be able to create the catalogs. Again, we need compute for doing anything here. Let me check through if I can create quickly a SQL warehouse, very small one. Okay, let me say start and let's go to SQL editor, or otherwise we can do it from UI as well. We have that provision catalog we can go to, and here let me expand upon this catalog, and we have the database here. And here we get the permission of creating the table and all. We can say create table. Since this is the free trial version that we are using, we could clearly see that we don't have permissions to create catalog with the default metastore location. It is further asking us to uh, create our own location in the Azure data lake and provide it here while creating the catalog. Fine, anyway, let us try maybe at least creating the database. Create database and let's call it as new DB. This should be working fine. Yes, we got it. And it is created over here. We can clearly check it. Let us switch to this DB, whatever new DB we created. We are in this catalog and let us switch on to DB. And here within that database, let us create table, right? Let us call it as create table and let us say maybe student and let us just store name of the student. Fine. This should be working good for us. And here, let us insert a few records as well. With that, we are good to go. It says new DB already exists because we already executed it. Let us retry. This is commented. We are giving one more try. I think now we are good. We can see here new DB student and there is the column there. From catalog, you should be able to even see the sample data. So with that, today you explored upon the hierarchy of the data objects within the Databricks account. So we'll be having the data objects, and to access those data objects, we may be using certain data assets like workspace, notebooks, or it could be queries, or it could be some other files and all, right? Further going ahead in my next video, I will be discussing about what are the different types of the tables we can work with in Databricks. Stay tuned. Thank you.